Welcome to the Commercial Kitchen Chronicles, the original food service equipment repair podcast built by technicians for technicians. Whether you're on the front lines of repair, keeping the kitchen running smoothly, or just passionate about the food service repair industry, this podcast is your go-to source for expert insight, tech tips, and real stories from the field. Everything said on the Commercial Kitchen Chronicles comes straight from the hosts and guests and does not represent the views of their employers, companies, or partners. We're here to share real stories, real experiences, and real opinions. Take it as insight, not as official policy. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Commercial Kitchen Chronicles. I'm excited for this one. I've been following this dude for a little while. His construction confessions is caught my attention. Those were great, and I started following him. He does a lot more than that. This dude is freaking hilarious. But first, I gotta get right into this because without refrigeration technologies, this wouldn't be possible. Huge shout out to Viper and the team over there for making this possible and supporting me in the show. They're a great company and they have some great products. So you've probably heard of Nylog Blue, but don't sleep on Nylog White. It's non-hardening, non-drying sealant for threaded connections, gaskets, and O-rings. It uses an advanced blend of silicones and Teflon and is NSF registered, making it ideal for potable water, ice machines, and food packaging areas. It's also non-corrosive, non-toxic, and here's a bonus. It even washes out of your clothes way easier than traditional pipe dope. If you're working on air, water, gas, glycol systems, grab some Nylog White. So what is going on, Mr. Bobby Armstrong?
What up? Hey, that plug was good, dude. That plug was real good.
Blue Collar Code. I'm sure you guys follow this dude. My son was excited for this one. He was like, dude, that dude's freaking huge. I was like, dude, he's fucking hilarious. I'm going to cuss tonight. Bobby's going to cuss tonight. I'll put a warning label on the back end. I don't care. But this dude, the first time I see him in person, he comes strolling into the HVAC Tactical Awards. He had his hard hat on. And I was like, this is going to be fucking good.
Bro, so I'm just a shit talking HVAC guy. All right.
Yeah, but like everybody's scared to do it anymore. You know what I mean? Like people are like too uptight, too scared.
Yeah.
And it's not about that, man. It's about having fun, and that's what you're doing. You're out here, you're showing the work you are doing, the good work, you know, and the quality work. But you're also out here having fun and making let people know that hey, you can be a real person. You can have fun. You can cut loose. You can be a goofball. You can do what you want and still get the job done. And a lot of people are too damn serious anymore.
Yeah. No, I try to make it fun. I try to show people, that work isn't a grind. I have a lot of fun at work, even on the bad days. So I've had a second chance on life, and I'm not going to take it for granted.
Yeah, I do not blame you whatsoever that one bit. It's a good way to look at things, man. People squander opportunities all the time, and let's make the best of what we have and take care of it.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with Blue Collar Code? Where'd that come from?
Oh, man. So when I was starting my socials, I was looking for like names, right? And this was before blue collar was all over the freaking internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I looked for Blue Collar Bobby first, and a guy, Blue Collar Bobby, pops up. He's a sprinkler guy. We're actually really good friends now, and he's got a freaking mustache,
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a good dude.
So I stewed on it for a while, and I was thinking like code, like a code book, and that I was going to do this like ongoing series of a code book for blue collar guys, like chapter 1, section 1, this code, like eat your packed lunch before lunch or something stupid like that,
Yeah.
So that's where it came, and it ended up sticking, I guess.
Nice. That's pretty cool. I like it. It can be code as in, code to do things, or code is like, this is what yeah, exactly. So it's got a little double meaning there. So take it as you wish. Some days are, code doesn't work. Some days it's like code. This is what you don't do, but we're going to do it anyways, boys. OSHA.
Dude, I've posted videos where my commenters, my followers will be like, that is a freaking code right there. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it is.
Heck yeah. I mean, you kill me. Like the sticker game you got going on. It just, dude, I love it all. It's hilarious. It's great content. You never know what you're going to say. I was cracking up at HR. You're running around this like 6-foot banana. I'm like, what is this dude doing? Like, this is great. This is gold.
Hey, HVAC Ben pulled me into that, man. I was on my way home, and he's like, or actually I was walking through that place was freaking huge, you know, it took forever to get from one end to the next, but I was walking out and he calls me up and he's like, hey, come meet me over here. And I'm like, dude, I'm hungover. I'm trying to go home.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, just come over here. It'll be worth it. And I come walking around the corner and he's got this big old blown up banana. He's like, we got to go walk the floor real quick. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
That's great. It was funny. I was seeing videos of people posting, see you walking around, and you know, a lot of these guys are too serious, man. They think too much of themselves. They don't want to let go and have fun. And it's refreshing to see you actually do it because lets the young guys know that hey, you don't have to be serious at that time. You damn good work and back it up with some shit, and you're good to go.
Yeah. No, it has gotten me in trouble a few times. But I don't care, man. I'm like 47 years old. I got enough experience where I can go get a job anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, what the hell?
So it looks like you're coming to us live from a hotel room. Where are you at this week, man?
The Stabbing Cabin. I am in Firestone, Colorado, and it's freaking beautiful.
Is it? What are you doing out there? Some startups and commissioning or installs or what's going on?
Dude, I flew out here for a service call.
Now that's the life right there, dude. Like I brag about like going like 4 hours away in the van for a service call, but when they have to fly you somewhere for a service call, that's a totally different level. That's next level shit.
Yeah, dude. And you know what? This is a direct result of the skills gap.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like literally nobody in this freaking town or in this area. Like Denver's like 45 minutes away, but there's nobody freaking here that can fix an Addison unit.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a skills gap thing.
Yep. Matt and Megan are from Colorado. They're some friends of mine. They're always in the show. Mechanical environments. They specialize in cannabis HVAC stuff, and they're out there. And they said, "Welcome to Colorado." As soon as you said the name of the town, so they're good people. They know all about Colorado. Megan's actually an Ohio native and moved out there, transplanted out there. So they're good people. So they love it out there. They love what they do, and they seem to have fun too. So,
dude, everybody's talking like it's hot out here. And I'm like, this is Arizona in the wintertime. What are you talking about? It's freaking beautiful.
I fell in love with Arizona last year, but I was like into October. I was like, this is great. Like, it's like 90 degrees. I'm not sweating. I'm sitting by the pool, drinking a beer. I'm like, I can get used to this. Like, they're like, oh, come back in May. Say that. I'm like, nah, I'm good. October's good enough for me.
The Arizona summers are like the winters for the rest of the country. Like we stay indoors in the summertime, or we escape the valley. We get out of Phoenix Valley to get away from the heat. But yeah, I love it, dude. I love Arizona. I'm gonna be buried in the desert.
Nice. Dude, I've only been out there one time, and it was beautiful. Like I was blown away. The mountains in the background, the weather, and it seemed like a really cool place to be.
Bro, I came out here to visit. I'm sorry. I came out here to visit, or I came to Arizona to visit my grandparents and ended up staying because it was just so beautiful. Yeah,
because you're from the Chicagoland area. You're actually a Hoosier yourself, East Chicago, future home with the Bears.
Yeah. Don't tell my girl. You should get her all riled up, bro.
I don't know how this is going to work. I think it's hilarious. I thought it was a joke at first when they started talking about the Bears moving to Indiana, and then next thing you know, they're giving them tax breaks and all kinds of stuff. I was like, oh, they're going to do it. I'm like, Indiana, you greedy bastards.
I hope it cleans up the town because that place has always been a shithole, man. Always.
Yeah, you don't want to stop there, especially. I mean, in the mornings is all right, but like in the afternoon and at night, so you just hammer on through and don't stop and hammering. That's what I always do.
I used to go to bed listening to gunshots and all kinds of stuff. It was normal for me.
Little Chicago, man, is what we call it. Little Chicago. So, what was it like growing up in that area? I mean, that's got to be wild out there.
All my friends were gangbangers. They were gangster disciple gangbangers. Mm-hmm. I was a church boy. I grew up in like a fundamentalist Baptist house. We were going to church like every Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday night. So like all my gangbanger friends called me church boy. I avoided a lot of the gangbanger activity. I did get into a lot of fights. I had guns pulled out on me. There was a section of town where we didn't cross that street. I learned that all Mexicans carry knives on them. So, if you get into a fight with a Mexican, just, expect them to pull out a knife or a razor blade or something.
That's wild. That's
But
wild.
it taught me a lot, and it actually helps me blend in if I need to.
Yeah.
Blend into a rough crowd if I need to.
I would never guess you to be a church boy growing up in a Baptist family. That probably explains some of the stuff you got into now, I imagine it.
Dude, I'm the black sheep, 100%.
So how'd you get into HVAC then?
So at a real early age, my dad pulled me out. I was homeschooled too. My dad pulled me out of homeschool, and I started working his auto body shop. I worked there for like 2 years. I built up some experience, learning how to weld and use tools and stuff like that. I eventually left and went to trailer repair, and then left that trailer repair for a reefer trailer repair company. And that's where the spark started. Like I didn't know how the refrigeration side of the trailer worked. So I wanted to figure it out and went to school. And as soon as I got out of school, I was making money.
Yeah. There's a previous guest actually has been on the show. He actually started his own business, but he started off on the refrigerated trucks, like the generators, and getting into the other side of it. And like, it kind of just like clicked, and like, he just wanted to do it. And next thing you know, he's doing refrigeration, HVAC. He started doing restaurant equipment. And now he owns his own shop. He's growing. I think he's been open a year. I think he's got like 6 trucks, man.
Yeah. No, it's probably top tier when it comes to money. Like those guys that can actually work on those refrigerated trailers.
Yeah.
They're way up there in the pay scale.
Yeah. So Jason on the job wants to know what happened with what about Sacramento?
Oh, Nut Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Dude, you know what's crazy about traveling the country is like the different people in the different states. Like I could almost spot somebody from Virginia now. I can almost spot somebody from California is just a hodgepodge of crazy
everything.
And then there's also like a crazy demographic here in Denver. But yeah, so Sacramento, you'd be walking down the street and there'd be, gorgeous blonde, and then you freaking run into a homeless dude that wants to have a conversation with you. And then, there's business people walking around. It was just really freaking weird. Just this huge mix of people. And then Jason's out there.
How'd he end up out there? He born and raised out there or what?
I don't know. He's from fucking Alaska. I don't know how he ended up in
there. He said in Arizona is just a bunch of fake cowboys. So
motherfucker. Don't come out I'll give you the Bobby tour and you might not freaking leave Arizona, bro.
It's funny. I gotta get Jason on, man. He blew up. He's doing good stuff, man. He's cool to watch. And man, those press videos where he presses those fittings together, dude, everyone kind of flips out on those things. I think it's cool shit, man. A lot of guys,
that's what caught my eye.
A lot of people hate like technology and stuff like that. I'm like, why? I'm like, if it makes your job easier, I'm like, they go, oh, it leaks. I'm like, it leaks if you do it wrong.
Yeah.
Just like so is your shitty braise joint, dude. Like, what's the difference? I seen the chicken shit hanging off that joint back there. Like, you can't braise either. I mean, what's your point?
Prep work is everything with those press.
Oh yeah. Yep. I've been doing RLS for years and I love it. I've never done one of those fittings, but every time I see him do one, I'm like, dude, I want to see that in person.
Yeah. Get Jason on here. He'll probably talk your fucking ear off, but it'll be a good show.
That's good. Yeah, I send a message and you get lined up. I go through spurts where I do a bunch of guests lined up in a long time, and then I go through spurts where I'm like, oh, it's Tuesday, and I don't have a guest. Oh shit. So dude, you never know where you're gonna get.
Hey, if you ever get in that position, bring me on. I'd love to sit and chat it up.
Nice. Yeah, my co-host. He's not here, but he's in the YouTube channel talking shit. He says real text torch. So as he has a press toolkit for his son to install walk-ins, so I don't want to hear that from him. So yeah, Jason, he's born and raised in Sacramento. Only went to Alaska for 1 year.
Oh, I was wrong. Jason, forgive me.
I always threaten that I'm almost like sell everything and just move to Alaska and just like be done with everybody. It's like I just want to go to Alaska and just disappear in the woods.
Do it somewhere where it's warm, bro. Come on,
dude. There's times in Indianapolis, it'll be colder in Indianapolis than it is in Fairbanks, Alaska. I'm like, this is stupid. I'm like, I don't get this. So it is what it is.
Dude, it's practically Canada. There's nothing to stop the weather coming straight from Canada across the lake and just blasting Indiana.
Oh yeah, it's dumb. It is dumb.
Yeah.
Uh, so that's cool. That's cool. So you got the HVAC. Did you fall in love with it, or just something to make money, or what happened?
Dude, it was something to make money. And then I don't know, something clicked, it might have been the drug abuse or getting sober or what, but I ended up falling in love with it. I loved the interactions with customers. I love playing the hero. I love walking into a situation where the customer is just like chewing me out, and I just got out of my truck, and by the end of the repair or install, he's like, "Hey, my daughter's single, trying to marry me in the family." I loved it. But I hated it at first, man. I get pissed off because I didn't have like a 3/4 PVC 90 and I'm in the heat of this install. I would just fucking lose my shit. But life's too short for that. I don't know if it's maturity. I don't know what happened, but I did end up falling in love with it. And it is something I really enjoy.
Yeah, that's a recurring theme. I hear from a lot of tradespeople is like, they got into it as a job, they didn't know what they wanted to do, and they kind of just fell into it, and then it's just kind of become a passion. Like they end up loving what they do. And I think it's why a lot of tradespeople, keep doing it because they do have fun. They do enjoy the interaction. There's all different sides. You can do installs, service, sales. I mean, the work out here is endless of what you can do. And it just, if you get sick of being an install guy, you want to go to service. You want, if you want to go from service to sales, I mean, you can do what you want to do. It's just finding that spot in there that fits you perfect. So
yeah, there's a 1,000 different routes you can go in HVAC. I don't know if there's any other trade that gives you opportunities like HVAC does. Like I try to think of electrical, you got like what linemen, you got low volt, you got installers, you got service, you got commercial, residential. Yeah, HVAC got all that too, and then some.
Yeah, 100%. So Rich, my co-host, he goes, I'm convinced good tradespeople were underappreciated as children. I can relate with that a little bit. I can relate with that.
We're all middle children.
Yeah, definitely. I was the oldest child out too, but
shit,
I got my ass beat and stuck up for my brother, and I'm here and he's doing computer stuff, so it is what it is. I enjoy it.
He calls you when he needs help though.
Oh yeah, he's been crying the last couple of days. Like, dude, my AC is like getting up to like 75. I'm like, dude, like it's 95 degrees and 100% humidity. He's like, my AC ain't keeping up either. Clean your coils. Make sure you got a filter in there, and if it gets too hot, let me know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot everywhere.
Yeah. So, you're honest about this recovery thing. You've been sober 12 years now, man. Congratulations on that.
Thanks.
It takes a lot for people to talk about that publicly. I've got some friends going through some stuff right now, and I'm proud of them. I mean, they've had some slip ups, but they're still going back and they're fighting that fight, trying to do what's right for them and their family and stuff. What made you just be open about it and let others know that, hey, you can recover, you can change, you can make a difference?
Well, yeah, I'm not ashamed of it at all. I'll talk about it. One of the reasons why I'm open about it is because it helps me. It's a good story. It helps me connect with people. And it was just a phase of my life, and that's what drugs can be. It doesn't have to be the end of your life. It could be just a phase, it's just a bump in the road that you can get over. So for me to talk about it, it's maybe an act of healing, or it's definitely a tool that I use to, again, connect with people.
Nice. What was that defining moment that said enough is enough, and you're like, I gotta change?
I was embarrassed. I was like, I kept it hidden from everybody. Well, everybody knew about it, but I kept it hidden from like the people that I really cared about. And once they found out about it, I was like, and then I always kept a job throughout my addiction. So I wasn't on the street or doing anything like that. I was spending all my paycheck money and then committing crimes to support the habit. But people found out about it, and And I had recently quit my job because I got into an argument with the boss man, and I was at that place for like 12 years, 13
Damn.
years. So that really impacted me. And man, for 2 weeks, I bounced around jobless, doing side jobs, dope sick, trying to get money to get my fix. And one of my best friends found out about it, and he called my parents, and my parents called me.
Oh, no.
And they're like, we bought you a plane ticket. And I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm ready. Because I'd tried to quit several times before, and it was extremely tough. I'd get sick for like 2 weeks straight, and then I would just break and call my dealer. But when I got sober with my parents, they were force feeding me 3 meals a day. They were shoving vitamins down my throat, and I was only dope sick for a week. So if you're eating right, taking care of yourself, or having somebody take care of you, you can get over the dope sickness fairly easy. And that was the hardest part for me to quit, is I was terrified of being dope sick.
Oh yeah, because like you said, you tried it a couple times already, and like 2 weeks later, you'd finally cave. It's just, 2 weeks is a long time to be dope sick, and
yeah, it's like the worst flu you've ever had in your life. You can't eat, you don't want to eat. Shits. When you do eat, you're throwing up. No sleep, no rest. It was miserable.
That's terrible. I'm glad to see you turn that around, and you're willing and able to to share that story with others.
Thanks.
If someone was to ask you about it, what would you someone in the trades was struggling, what would you tell them today?
Talk to somebody.
We got to be serious for a few minutes, and then we can get back to goofing off. I promise.
I would say talk to a loved one, and ask for help. Don't be ashamed to ask for help. Don't be ashamed to tell your story. And if you don't have anybody to help, I really feel for those people, that legitimately might be out on the street, that don't have the family to fall on. I really feel for those people. But, the most of us have, family, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers that will do anything for you. So don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help.
That's good to know, man. That's good to know. Yeah, everyone thinks it's a solo thing, and if you want to do it solo, more power to you. But there's people here that are willing to help, willing to talk to you, willing to take you to get support, willing to take you whatever you got to do. Just reach out to somebody.
I wasn't strong enough to do it by myself.
Yeah,
and I'm a stubborn motherfucker.
Hey, Joe Blanchard's in here, says, when Bobby thinks of a loved one, he thinks of me. Jason says you're addicted to bananas now.
Yeah, that's true. It's not. I fucking hate bananas, dude. I fucking hate bananas.
You're always eating them damn things.
Yeah, because I freaking cramp. I work in the heat, bro.
I didn't even think about that. You're just doing it for the potassium. You're just like,
for like 20 something years, I've been eating bananas before work every day.
Dude, yeah, nothing's worse than just cramping up and locking up, man. Dehydrate, cramping up and locking up, and you're just stuck there.
Yeah,
that's wild.
That makes the shade. The sun's right in my eye.
You're good.
Okay, that was easy.
So, why do you think that addiction and mental health don't get talked about enough in the trades? I think
we're fucking guys, man. We're fucking guys.
The machismo attitude, like we're better than this, we're stronger than this. No one knows our feelings, dude. And
I'll tell you what, the guys that it's not the tough guys that you got to worry about that are quiet about it. It's the guys like me that joke around all the time. Those are the guys you really got to watch, because sometimes comedy is a lot of the times comedy is a way to hide that depression.
Yeah, I can see that. Just trying to make others laugh, and it kind of just, okay, you feel better. Someone else laughs, so you're like, okay, I don't have to. You kind of release some of that burden, I think, when someone else is laughing or whatever.
Yeah,
so
it takes your mind off it, but then you're by yourself, at the end of the night or something like that, and that's when it can get scary. But honestly, dude, we're fucking guys. We don't.
Yeah,
it's so taboo for a guy to talk about his feelings.
Yeah, 100%. I get it. Megan wants to know, how do you like your bananas? Do you like them a little brown, or you like a little green in them, or how do you like your bananas?
Ooh, just out of the green phase. If it's too brown, so the thing I hate about the bananas the most is the texture.
Mm-hmm.
So I like them just slightly out of the green where they got just a little bit of bite to them.
I like my bananas in bread. Banana bread.
You
That takes anything.
like your bananas in a bun?
Well, banana bread. Not the bun.
Banana bread is the best, dude.
Yeah, but I think it takes all the good properties out of it whatsoever. So you can tell I'm a fat guy, so it is what it is.
You can't eat banana bread and then go climb in an attic and expect not to cramp. All right,
not to die and shit yourself in the attic.
You don't ever see monkeys eating banana bread.
No. So now in your career, you're traveling, you're doing startups, you're doing commissioning. What exactly does that role involve? Because I see you working on all different kinds of stuff: big, giant units, smaller units. You're on roofs. You're walking. I mean, you never know what you're going to see you working on.
I always wanted to do the big stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in auto body, I wanted to work on the semi trucks and the cement mixers. And then, when I got into HVAC, I would just like be in awe of these guys working in the high rises and stuff like that. So I always had this drive to, work on the bigger, better stuff. And it kind of happened or it just fell in my lap. Well, actually, it didn't really fall in my lap. It was just a series of events where I walked into it. Is those Aeon units, man. People are so intimidated by those Aeon units. And I was one of them.
Yeah.
So when I got an opportunity to work on them, I was like, hell yeah. I took that. And
so you mean you don't have to get...
That morphed into Aeon and then this traveling thing. Now I do Addison units as well. Yeah.
So you're saying you don't have to be a doctor like Matt Waxer to work on Aeon units?
No.
I see some of those. I'm like, why is there so many damn controls in this thing? What are they trying to do? Like, people see my ovens I post and they're like, what is on it? I posted that grill that had like 20 boards under it. People like lost their mind. I'm like, have you seen inside an Aeon unit? This ain't nothing, man. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I'm like, I'll take this every day.
Hey, everything has its purpose, all right?
Oh yeah, 100%. But it comes down to like everything else, man. People like, they don't understand something they don't work on or they haven't been trained on. So instantly it's junk or this is stupid. This is over-engineered. I'm like, well, have you ever worked on it? Well, no. So you don't know if it's over-engineered or not.
Bro, literally every time a guy comments, oh, Aeon's over-engineered crap. I'm like, that's exactly what the guys say. I don't know how to work on it. And then crickets.
Yeah. And that's what I start saying to people too. I'm like, have you ever worked on these? Have you ever trained on these? Nothing. They'll say nothing. They just leave you alone. I'm like, cool. Point made.
The running service on them is probably a little bit easier than doing the commissioning side because the commissioning side, you have to configure the unit. There's like 1,000 different configurations for the dang thing. And if you get one thing wrong, you get this chain reaction of stuff going on that you don't see until, you're gone and home in the night and the shit's going crazy because it's gone off on like some kind of timer or something. That's when Aeons get complicated. I'll tell you what, when I compare Addison to Aeon, Addison's got all the programming already done in it. So there's like no configuration I have to do. They're doing all that at the Addison factory. I wish Aeon could get on the fucking ball doing that shit.
So is it just connected to the internet and they just set it up, make sure everything's running when you install it, or what's
no. So kind of like, if you think of like a Honeywell thermostat, how you can configure it for a furnace or a heat pump, it's the same thing with Aeon and Addison's, except Aeon gives you kind of like a blank board that you have to fucking program. You have to punch in all the configurations, whereas Addison, when they sell the equipment, they already know what the configuration should be, and they're punching it in at the factory before it even leaves the freaking factory. So like literally an Addison startup is 100% easier than an Aeon startup.
Because it's mostly programmed and set. You make some tweaks, but most of it's already there for the unit. That's cool. That makes it a lot.
Addison, like basically, I just got to walk up and say run, hit the little button, tell it to run, and then I'm just testing everything.
Nice. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
So, what's one of the most challenging startups you've ever been involved with? Then,
So here's the thing: the configurations that I'm talking about with the Aeons. at the previous company I was at, they would supply us a cheat sheet for the configuration. So I would get that cheat sheet and I would just copy and paste. When you don't get that cheat sheet and you get somebody telling you how it's supposed to run or giving you the sequence of operation, and then you got to go through and figure it out. And then a week later, you got the test and balance guy asking you how it's supposed to work. And those are probably the most difficult one. I had a couple of those at some data centers recently that I had to figure out.
That makes it rough. It's here. You got to set it up, and we don't know what to tell you. Just do it.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Like, how long do I have to do
this and this and this? And now here, go do it. It's like,
That's
what
wild.
the fuck?
That is wild. So let's talk about your construction confessions. Like, how did you get started in that, dude? Because that is freaking hilarious. I want to steal your shit so bad and put a mask on and do a voice changer and just talk shit. And instead of a cigarette, I'll have a cigar and I'll have a bourbon there.
So at the company I used to work at in Phoenix, I worked there for 12 years. I got in trouble with my social media. Well, I ended up butting heads with the boss man, and one day he just drilled me in a freaking meeting, and I was done. I put in my 2 weeks notice, and literally it was over social media post. So I was fucked up, man. Like when I quit that job, like I gave that company everything I had, and just to have some dude chew me up and spit me out every day. Went through 4 different presidents in the last 4 years of the company. But I took a 6-month hiatus, and I was using footage that I gathered from that company to post online, and I ran out of footage. So during that 6-month hiatus, so I was like, well, I got this idea, construction confessions, let me go. I wanted to be in a dark room. So I was thinking about like sitting in my closet, like with a light over me, doing it that way. And dude, I recorded the first one in my garage with some Visqueen, waited till it got dark outside and put some Visqueen up, and it freaking hit hard, bro. It hit real hard. And so I realized I was onto something, and I had already been posting on social media. So I was already figuring out, like, I had the fundamentals down, like my target audience, posting schedule and stuff like that. So I already had a little bit of knowledge on how social media worked. So when that thing hit, I knew I was onto something. And I just, they're all real. I'll let you know. Every thinking one of them is real. It's either me personally or it's a coworker, but they're all real.
Oh, that's funny. So did you have any idea it was going to become as popular as it was, or that first one just took off and you're like, I got to do this. I just got to do this.
Yeah. Once it took off after the first video, I think I was doing one a month, and then I bumped it up to one a week, and my views started like declining after I was doing them one a week. So now I'm spacing them out to like one a month.
Nice. You gotta keep them coming back one more. Can't give them too much, man.
Yeah. You gotta keep them thirsty for more.
You know what the drug dealer does? They just give you enough to get you to come right back.
The first one's free.
Get you hooked.
Yeah, I know that very well.
That's funny. So what's been your best one out of all of those on the construction confessions?
I think it's the stretch and flex one.
Yeah.
I tell everybody I hate it, but I love stretch and flex, and I busted out a little freaking movement.
I like stealing the extension cord out of the spider box. Like, yeah, you left it open. I'm gonna take it. It's mine.
That's 100% real.
Oh yeah, I've done it too. But like, man, I don't have a cord, and I'm like, I'll bring it back. And just like looking around, make sure no one's looking to snag it real quick. Go use it, bring it back, and they look at you when you come back. Like, oh, so and so said the guy over there said I could use it. Just throw it back in and leave. Like, cool. It is what it is.
Another one that hit really hard was I was on a job. I got thrown in the middle of the project, and I had to finish it. And I had to it was in a hotel, so I had to keep going back into these rooms and fixing stuff that was fucked up. And at the end of the project, I get this huge bill from the general contractor says that I damaged all these door frames. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I damaged the door frames. They're like, well, I told him, I'm like, you're going to have to fucking prove it, bro. And he goes, well, here's the day that you went back into this room to fix this. Here's the day you went back into this room to fix this. And he had like this huge just schedule of me going back into the rooms. And he's like, so you did it. You damaged all the door frames. So I used that one as a construction confessions. Like every time I damaged a door frame, I blamed it on Sparky. Because Sparky always gets blamed for him, dude. Always.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
that opened the door for me to, start picking on Sparky. So
That's great. So anybody can get it, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Anybody on the job site can get it. That's great.
Nobody's safe, bro.
Have you ever looked at one and be like, there's no way this is gonna work. There's no way it's gonna work, and it just goes? Or
yeah. So like there's been times where I just, kind of like threw it against the wall, posted it, and I didn't look at it for a day, and then I go back and I'm like, holy shit, this is done better than all the other ones. So yeah.
Dude, my best videos are always something stupid like that. I'm trying to be serious and show something off, and like I had one, I was trying to show off a Klein tool because I thought it was cool, and like everybody's roasting me because I'm using a stainless steel clamp on a copper pipe. I'm like, don't you know what the galvanic action is? That's gonna corrode and that's gonna fall apart. I'm like, dude, it's on a combi oven. If this thing lasts 7 years, I don't care. I was like, and guess what? The manufacturer sends this shit. I didn't supply it. Get over it. Like, it is what it is. And everybody's just losing their mind. You can't put stainless steel on top of copper. I'm like, dude, I don't care. It's not going to last 10 years.
So that's a tactic, bro. That's a tactic that I use. Yeah. I'll specifically do something wrong in a video to freaking just drive people nuts.
Yeah, Joe Blanchard's been doing a lot of that lately. He's got a backpack on. He's brazing on top of a reach-in cooler, and people are just like losing their mind. Why you got the backpack on? He's like, so you'll ask a question?
No, it's great. Everybody thinks they're a freaking expert on social media. God, dude.
Yeah. You ever get the haters? You're like,
every day.
I used to delete the shit, and I'm like, and someone's like, don't do that. I'm like, why? Like, it helps you. Like give them a thumbs up or just say, hey, thanks for your feedback, and like see what happens. Like they lose their mind. Like, oh, I never thought of that. And then like those guys just absolutely lose their mind that you replied back, and like, cool, thanks for the engagement, man.
Yeah. So. No, I use it as an opportunity to reciprocate the energy.
Yeah.
And I'll give it right back to them, bro. I might go straight for their throat. If I see like they got a wife in their profile picture, I might go straight for their freaking wife, bro.
Just like the person earlier, do you have to cuss so many times? I was like, oh, here we go. This ain't starting off good. Not starting off good right off the bat. So
no, he's a good friend. I talk to that guy all the time. Yeah.
Okay. I was just like, because I'd never seen him. I was like, is this gonna be good or bad? Let's see how this goes.
Hey,
that's funny.
You know what? I do not worry about anybody's feelings on social media at all.
Yeah, I have to, unfortunately, because I'll get in trouble. I've had plenty of phone calls like, hey, Pat, can you take that down? I'm like, man, that's doing really good. And like, yeah, I think it's funny, but people that wear suits and ties don't.
Yeah. No, I've definitely had corporate come at me a few different times about my posts. I just recently, so I called retaliation on them because when I got hired on or interviewed, I asked about my social media, and this is a big corporate company. And they said, as long as you don't make Aeons look bad, you're good. Well, they ended up that manager either got fired or quit or something, but he left, and this whole new regime came in, and they let me post for like 3 or 4 months. And I found out that there's a no social media policy. So if I knew about it, I know that my managers knew about it. Well, I started butting heads with this supervisor. He's just a complete fucking dipshit. And I let him know that he sucks at his job in the nicest way possible.
It can't be corporate,
And then the next thing I know, they're trying to enforce those social media policy, and I told them to fuck off, and they fired me.
Damn.
Yeah. But it worked out because now I got this new gig and doing the exact same thing, and it's great. It's been great.
Yeah.
I got no HR to worry about. I got no safety officer breathing down my neck. And I'm a safe individual. no safety guy, no rules going to keep me safe. I'm going to keep me safe.
Yeah. You're not going to do anything that's going to jeopardize you. Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm working with razor blades, I'm going to put gloves on, or.
Yeah.
So it took me 27 years of my life to figure out how to be safe.
And it took me doing some real dumb shit. Like, I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Dude, I thought I cut my fingers off one day, man. I was working on this grill, and I post some pictures and videos of these grills, but they have a top plat that comes down. It's all steel. It's like weighs 100 pounds, but there's like bars that go down the back, and there's a crossbar that goes across, connects it all together so it doesn't tilt. And I had my hand in there. I was pulling the motor out, and I didn't have anything blocking that platen. And I pulled the motor out, and that thing slammed down and pinched these 3 fingers, and they were stuck there. And I was like, I don't have fingers anymore. And I wouldn't look at it. I looked away, and I was like, I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to look at it. And finally, I stuck something in there and pried it out. And I still had fingers, but they were just blood everywhere. And I was like, they're still there, but I don't know how well they are. And I cleaned them up, taped them up, and finished the job. And I was like, and now every time I have a trainee with me and I work on one of those grills, I'm like, hey, before you do anything, you need to stick a pan in here in case you jerk this thing out. It's not going to smash your fingers between these 2 points, because I was like, look at these scars. And there's a straight line across the top of my hand. I'm like, that's why. And I thought I didn't have fingers anymore.
Dang.
If I had little girly fingers like some of my helpers, they probably would have been gone. Sausage Link saved them, man.
I will always respect a dude with missing a digit. Always.
Oh, yeah. He went the extra mile.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was doing, but he went the extra mile.
You hit an achievement, bro.
That's funny. I think tradespeople relate so much to the confessions because they've all been there. They've all done it. If you've been doing this job long enough, doesn't matter what sector you're in, you've ran across those situations. And it's just, you can relate to it. And it's funny. And the whole hard hat, the glasses, the mask, the voice changer, it just takes it to that whole next level. So every time I see it, I'm like, oh, yep, he's got a new one out. Gotta go watch it.
I got some killer ones sitting in a brand in the hands of a brand right now.
Nice.
I'm hoping they're going to be releasing them soon.
Sweet. That's funny. So you trading out some work with some brands with doing that then? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, brands will reach out to me. So Too Savage, the sunglasses, they reached out to me, and I didn't realize how much it was worth. And I gave them a video for a box of sunglasses. Well, I got brands reaching out to me now, throwing me big dollar figures just to, have something in the Construction Confessions video. So
that's hilarious. And people don't realize, like, companies will, especially if you're new or you don't realize the value or your audience, companies are like, oh, we'll give you some free stuff. And like, if you jump on it, it's like, cool. And a lot of times people don't realize the value of what their audience actually brings to these companies. There's a pretty cool group that Adrian, Reliable HVACR, started that has a lot of the younger guys in there. When they started getting big, it's like, hey, we kind of talk to each other about things. And it's really cool to see some of these guys actually like taking social media and making almost just as much money as their regular job. I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah, bro. I could, if I really work the angle, I could do one video a month and sit on my ass the rest of the fucking month.
Yeah.
At home, if I wanted to.
My thing is, I tell everybody, like, nobody wants to see a fat white guy on their screen.
Bro, I'll give you a mask, bro. I'll give you a mask and a voice changer.
That's funny.
Hey, I just want to make it known that I don't do any of this for me, man. I am literally, the money's nice, and I am going to work that fucking angle. Who wouldn't? But I do this for the guys in the field. I've been in a leadership position. I watched the guys in the field just get shafted by freaking corporate or shafted by the office employees who don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. So I literally do it to inspire people. I started social media to inspire kids to join the trades because I learned about the skills gap and all this other shit. So it's fun to know and to have those people reach out to me, like asking me for advice, and I love it. But honestly, I do it for you guys.
It's fun, man. Yeah, do it for the right reasons, and you're going to be successful no matter what you do.
Yeah.
Now, you were talking about like corporate guys or bosses not knowing. I am a firm believer that someone in the office should be a technician should have been a technician at one point in their life, and they should have been a good technician. They shouldn't have been a little ass kisser that couldn't fix anything and got promoted in the office because they're good at, hanging out under the boss's desk or whatever they got to do. I think it should be someone that actually knew how to do the job, knew the job right, and took pride in the job. And I think they should be in the office to say, hey, no, we don't do it this way. We don't do it this way, because, that little ass kisser is going to say whatever he wants to try to get to the next level. He doesn't give a shit about the guys that were in the field with him. So
no, that was me, bro. That was me. And I got manipulated, chewed up, and spit out every freaking day.
Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks. So if someone's to come to you and they want to start creating content, I'm sure you tell them, do it, have fun, don't be too serious. Anything else you want to tell them?
Oh man, you put me on the spot, bro.
I mean, just have fun. That's all I tell people. Like,
yeah, honestly, I started posting, and honestly, I was having fun doing it, and I'm still having fun doing it.
Yeah.
And once you start taking it serious, it's all over. Or if you start doing it for money, it's all over.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a special kind of person to take that money, manipulate that money, turn it into a money-making machine. And those guys don't usually last that long anyway, because they get boring. So
I always find it funny when someone they use their job to make a bunch of content and then they quit their job to make content. I'm like, your job was your content. Like, what do you do for content now? Like, you just go and try to find someone else's job site to hang out on and act like you're doing the work and stuff. I'm like, I don't get it. Like, that your whole thing was your job, and now you don't have a job. And more power to you if you can make it work, I guess.
I thought of something. So what really worked for me, and you'll probably hear a lot of coaches, content creator coaches say this, is know your fucking audience, know your target audiences. What I tell people all the time is diversify your content. If you have one video go viral, don't just sit there and remake that video over and over and over. Try to do something different. And you probably noticed with my content, I got all kinds of shit going on in my content.
Oh yeah,
probably
you're all over the place.
A lot of my followers because they followed me for this or that. But
I love it. You never know what you're going to do. I mean, like you said, you show serious stuff, and you show you having fun. You show you having fun on the way to go do serious shit. It's like you never know what Bobby's going to be doing today.
Keep them guessing, bro. Keep them guessing.
Yeah, exactly. You don't worry about people, and that's the good way to have it, man. Screw them if they have a problem with it.
Dude, I had a near-death experience. I seen the light, and I'm just enjoying the few years that I have left on this planet.
Nice.
Hopefully, I can inspire somebody and make them happy, and they can do the same thing. Pass it on.
Yeah. Yep. So you did residential installs in Florida. You're doing commercial service in Arizona. Startup nationwide. What's been the funnest thing you've done so far?
Dude, I love high-rise work. It's so challenging, challenging in the aspect of not everybody works at the same skill level. So you got certain guys doing rooms or a scope of work, and they'll knock it out of the park. It'll be freaking perfect. And you'll have another group of guys that are doing the same type of scope of work, and they're fucking it up. It's challenging in that aspect. They're complicated systems. They don't always work as designed. I enjoy high-rise work, and I love fucking running up and down the stairs and the workout aspect of it. I love all that.
Your videos about the elevator and the lady running the elevator, I was like, oh hell no,
bro. I felt so bad. Bro.
I was dying. I was like, no. There's Eli Lilly's building a huge plant out by me on 65, just north of Indy, and it's huge. And there's only 2 elevators working in this entire facility, one on each end. And I ran into a guy the other day, and he's complaining the elevator guy left 15 minutes early and took the key and shut the elevator down so no one could use it.
What?
Everyone had to walk clear across the building and take their shit down. And there was an hour and a half wait to get in the elevator to get downstairs with their carts and job boxes and shit.
No.
He's like, people were fighting, screaming, cussing. Yeah. He's like, they said when they see that guy tomorrow, they're beating his ass on site. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah. No, that's fucking serious, bro. That is fucking serious.
He hosed everybody.
Yeah. No, that's bullshit. I've been stuck on the upper floor with all my fucking tools, and I'm like, shit, I ain't leaving my tools up here. I'm, got to go down the stairs with my tools. And yeah, the guys that do the pack outs, those pack outs are great until the elevator don't fucking work.
Oh yeah, then you're dragging down steps. Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
boom,
and you
boom,
got
boom,
that
boom,
thing
boom, boom.
fucking loaded, so it's like it weighs a fucking ton.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. So yeah, I could see the elevator people catching some shit. So that was pretty funny. I was cracking up when I seen that.
Dude, so I don't know if this is like a thing or not, but I've only seen a few people do it that taught me how to do it, is you give a code word. So if you know the elevator guy good enough, he recognizes your voice.
Mhm.
But if you're going to like a new site or something like that, you just use a code word. When you call the elevator, you just say the code word. And you just keep saying the code word and keep saying the code word. And then they're eventually going to, every time they hear that code word, they're coming straight to you.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good to know. You gotta make friends with those people, man. They're gonna take
Yeah.
care of you, or you're gonna be, like you said, stuck at the top floor and waiting.
Yeah, I sweet talk the shit out of them.
That's funny. That's
I
funny.
lay on the charm real thick.
So you've been in the industry 27 years. Where do you see it going over the next 10 years?
Oh, I see construction slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
I see retro work, like retro remodeling buildings. I see that more becoming prominent.
Mm-hmm.
I think service work is going to be done behind a desk with some AI software.
Yeah.
And the only people that are going to be in the field are the people building the buildings or, projects. And then service techs are just going to be guys sitting behind a desk with AI software. And then there's going to be a group of guys that actually go out and do the work.
Yeah.
Replace the motor or, double check what the service tech is seeing on the computer. That's where I see it going. Real quick. It's already here, bro. It's already here.
Yeah, you're gonna have some guys you don't have to pay as much money to change parts, and then you're gonna have a couple of guys like you, like me, that can actually, when a computer spits out the wrong information, someone's go in there and figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the guys are gonna be lower paid guys who just go in and throw parts and stuff. But we use a program now that you have to input the model, serial number of the unit, the problems that was described, the error codes that was given, and then you put in the process of how you diagnosed it. You put in the process of how you fixed it, what parts you use, and now we have a database. They can go in and be like, we have this model, it's doing this error code, and it spits out these parts. And like,
you're just feeding the AI machine, bro. You're giving.
Oh, I know. I hate it. It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. I called it like 2 years ago. They started talking about this program. I was like, oh no, it makes your notes look better because it changed your notes and makes it look better, easier for a customer to read. I'm like, dude, you guys are data harvesting us. They're like, no, we wouldn't do that. And then eventually this year, like, yeah, we're data harvesting. I was like, oh, I knew it from the get-go, man. It's like, there's no reason you need that kind of information. Like my wife calls patients for medical stuff, and like it was like pretty easy, basic stuff. And then they started adding like a bunch of weird stuff in there. I'm like, they're data harvesting these people. They're just taking this information from his calls and they're feeding it in the computer. They're just data harvesting, data mining these people. I was like, that's all they're doing. I'm like, this is wild.
Yep. No, it's scary. I got maybe, actually, I'm probably going to be working till the day I die. I'm not even going to give some kind of retirement age. Like I got a time limit.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
But yeah, it's coming fast, bro. It's coming fast.
I always joke to my boss, he's like, when are you going to retire? I said, when this van hits that bridge at 90 miles an hour.
Because I'm sleeping behind the wheel or have a heart attack.
He doesn't find it funny. I think it's hilarious, but he doesn't find it funny. But
yeah, retirement's a fucking scam, bro. It's a scam. Enjoy your life and enjoy what you're doing now. Don't not have fun until retirement, because you're gonna retire and fucking die, man. What are you gonna? You're gonna have some, some people in a hospice freaking wiping your ass for you or something. Enjoy your life now.
Yeah, 100%. So, are we doing enough to get younger people involved in the trades anymore? Or is it?
Yeah. I've seen, so back when I started social media, I mean, the skilled labor gap and just the labor gap in general was really bad. I mean, we could not find people. And right now, what I'm seeing through social media is like just this huge influx of young people, which is freaking great. It's the whole reason why I did this. So now it's just a matter of getting those people caught up. But yeah, man, I think social media has made a major freaking impact on inspiring these kids to join the trade. That, and then, you know, news companies talking about it, grant money getting thrown at it. And then, you know, you got these huge companies like BlackRock and Google that don't have the bodies to build all these data centers. So they're just throwing grant money. There's just so much money getting thrown around right now. I think in no time will be, you know, the labor force will be super strong. It's just that gap, that skills gap.
Yeah, dude, right by that Eli Lilly plant I was talking about, there's a data center they're building. Dude, they run 24/7, 365. This job site's 4 miles long and like 3 miles wide, dude. And you drive by there at night, and it looks like it's the middle of the day. They have so many temporary lights up, and they're just doing earth work and underground work, dude, right now. And it's just like what is going on over there? So I drove by it one day during the day, and I was like, oh, that's a data center. I was like, that thing's like 12 square miles. I'm like, what in the hell is going on here?
Yeah, they're ridiculous, dude. They're like they're little cities. And then once it's open and operational, there'll probably be like 50 people working there.
It's a ghost town. Yeah, it's just bare minimum keeping it running. So, but they're paying people big money right now to build that thing. I'll tell you that. They're advertising billboards up and down the highway. I'm like, holy cow.
Dude, I'll tell you this, man. I go to, well, at my last company, I went to like 10 different data centers. I mean, just massive projects. And, you know, one section of the building got like 100 chillers on top of it. There are not enough fucking chiller techs to maintenance and repair those chillers. So when you ask me what I see for the future, you know, the guys doing the work, going out there and like repairing these chillers, there's going to be huge demand for chiller techs out in Arizona. Huge. And I'm not saying Arizona, the state. I'm sorry. Let me correct that. Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
That's cool. Yeah. I love seeing young people get in the trade. Young people. We personally, I think there's 9-10 of us in my company right now, in my branch, and I have a 23-year-old, 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 20-year-old, 20-year-old, and like it's cool. It's cool seeing them out there grinding and working.
You get to shape them.
Oh, they're fun. They're hilarious. I mean, 2 of them are my boys, and one of them, they're one of their good friends. But it's hilarious to work with, dude, and it's fun to see them struggle. It's fun to see them win. Because they laugh at me when I struggle, and I've been doing it 20 years, so they can kiss my ass. But it's fun to watch them grow, and when they finally get it, you're like, cool, you understand now. And then to see them buy houses and buy sports cars and do dumb shit, I'm like, yes, this is what it's about. Being 20 years old, you're making like 80 grand a year. Let's go buy a sports car. Let's go buy a big giant 4-wheeler. Like, yes, I love it. Get it out now while you can, though, while you still live at home.
So that's great. Hey, so you know what's great about that is because they're so young, they don't know the old tricks. Like when somebody pulls a trick on you, you're like, oh, yeah, that's an old trick. Well, guess what? They don't fucking know it. You get to screw with them hardcore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I take advantage of every chance I get and, you know, play some jokes on them. You know, they'll figure it out. But
the old copper stretcher.
Yeah, copper stretcher and the what is the bubble fluid for your level and all that good stuff. It never gets old. It never gets old until they bust out their phone and they got an electronic level and doesn't have a bubble on it. I'm like, that's no fun, man.
Yeah, until they chat GPT all the old construction jokes, and then you're like,
don't give that secret out, man, because they're gonna do it now. So you said a few things. I'm gonna ask a few questions. I hear you like long walks on the beach.
Bro, I always add that when somebody asks me for it.
Oh, yeah. I had to do it. You're like, dogs over cats. I'm like,
yeah, that's
I can agree with that. Oh, yeah. Fuck cats. I've got a cat. He's a devil. And it's 4th of July week here, you know, in America. We're going to celebrate 250, and fireworks have been going off nonstop. I'm surprised we haven't heard any. Like, 5 minutes before you got on, dude, it's like a freaking gunshot went off in my shop. I was like, what? Who the hell is doing that? So he's gonna be freaked out for the next week, and he deserves it after all the shit he does to me. So, but seriously, when you're not working, what do you like to do? What's Bobby do outside of work?
I'm a nerd, bro. I'm a nerd about guns, and then I'm a nerd about gemstones. So I go out. I fixed up a vehicle that can drive overland straight out to the freaking desert, and I like to go gem hunt. And then for like the quickie weekends, I like to just go out and shoot. I like to run through my ammo so I can have, fresh ammo all the time.
That's I enjoy shooting, target practice. My youngest son, he's real big into guns, so we've got a collection. I'm getting ready to get a trust and put both of us on there. We get some suppressors, we can share back and forth and not have to worry about one of us being with the other person to use that suppressor. So but I want to start doing like some 3-gun stuff, like start doing some like competitions and start training for that. Have a little fun with and goof off with.
I'll send you a few links to some guys that I know that are amazing. They do all kinds of, what's the word I'm looking for? Drills.
Yeah.
All kinds of like legit drills, and guys that taught me all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
I'm real big on wheel guns right now.
Nice.
Oh man.
He wants this old school 22 revolver just to have, because he's like this thing's just cool. Like it's 22 long rifle. He's like, I just want to. He's like, and it's cheap. He's like, I forget what it is. It may be a Ruger, but he's like, it's just cheap. I can shoot. I just want to goof off with it. But he also wants like a 500 Smith & Wesson revolver too. I'm like, what is wrong with you, dude?
Listen, I got my everyday carry is a snub nose 357, and I bought it, for self-defense. I'm not going to be shooting at somebody 5 feet away. I'm going to be sticking it in their gut.
Yeah.
It's a gut gun, and that thing hurts to shoot. Oh my God. Then I went to a 44 Magnum, and it's so heavy, and it's a pleasure to shoot. It doesn't hurt. It feels good. The weight on the gun, it's just like it feels so good. Yeah. And it's by far my favorite gun. Actually, it was just my birthday not so long ago, and my girl got me the Galco holster from Miami Vice.
Nice.
Oh, dude, it's so freaking great.
That's funny. I've always carried 9mm. I've got Glock 19 Gen X is what I carry, and I carried some 40s. But my son bought a 1911. He's like, I want a 1911, so I went out and bought it for him.
He's a classic. He likes the classics, huh?
Well, I was like, man, I've never shot a 1911, so I shot it, and I was like, this thing's freaking sweet. I was like, it's heavy, but there's like zero recoil, and it's like right on target. I'm like, no wonder people like shooting these things. I got a buddy that shoots a 2011, which is a double stack 1911. He's got like custom ones. He's like, oh yeah, these things are fun to shoot. He's like, they're balanced, they're weighted gray. He's like, there's no recoil. I'm like,
dude, it was like when God designed the hand, he made the 1911 for this hand. It just fits so well, and it's such a freaking pleasure to shoot.
Nice. So almost 3 decades in, what motivates you to keep going out there, keep doing this, keep making content, keep having fun?
I've said it before, and it's cheesy and it's cliche, but it's the love of the game, bro.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
I enjoy being the breadwinner too. I can go home and, yell at my girl and tell her to make me a sandwich, and she'll do it.
Dude.
Babe, I love you. I love you, babe.
That's funny. She'll be waiting for you with your bags packed when she comes home.
She's like, oh, dirty laundry. Let me get that clean for you. No, I'm joking. She hates doing my laundry.
Bobby, it's been over an hour. We just keep talking, but I really appreciate you coming on. Tell everybody where they can find you. If you guys aren't following Bobby, you're under a rock, because this dude's hilarious. It's funny. You never know what's coming out of his mouth. That's why I follow him, because you never know what he's gonna say. It's like it can be like pure genius, like explaining something, or it could be like the wildest shit ever. Like, and it's like it keeps you guessing, man. It keeps you coming back for more.
Slightly racist, slightly sexist, I dabble in there.
You gotta walk that fine line.
No, it's Bobby Armstrong, also known as blue_collar_code. That's going to be Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and I got a little bit of stuff on YouTube, but primarily Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
Sweet. Well, I appreciate you coming on, talking, man. I'll have to have you back on again. And it was a fun one. I'm gonna have to put a parental label on this one, but I don't care. It is what it is. Sometimes it just needs to be said. So I appreciate the audience. Yeah, I appreciate the audience tuning in. I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate Viper Refrigeration Technologies for supporting me and helping me make this possible. And I just want to thank everybody. Have a good night, man. If you guys would, please consider subscribing, rating and reviewing the podcast. It really helps us grow and helps us know which direction to move in. Also, if you have any suggestions for guests, please email me at commercialkitchenchronicles@gmail.com. Or if you want to be a guest, email me. Love to have you guys on. Thanks a lot. See you next week.